More money is good. Money is good. If you have it, spend it. Shout out to Chivido2024. I mean, that was massive. The wedding was massive. Guys, did you see their dressing? I mean, they were, Chioma and Davido were actually changing dresses back to back. I mean, from one step to another, they were changing dresses. If they want to enter the room, they will change dress. If they want to go to the parlor, they will change dress. They want to meet a friend, they will change dress. Who say money is not good? Money is good. It's only a broke man that will say money is not good. All right, money is good. Okay. Now guys, that's not my point. My point is, a lot of people were actually saying a lot of things. Some were saying, oh, Chioma is lucky, Chioma is married to a rich man, Chioma is married into a rich family, Chioma is this, Chioma is humble, Chioma is beautiful, Chioma is this, Chioma is that. And I was just like I picked out two things from there which I want us to analyze, guys. The first thing is the fact that they said she dated Davido for 15 years. Yes, it is good. The second, humbleness, that Chioma is humble. I now want to say, what happens? Because a lot of people, they were just so, oh, they dated for 15 years. Oh, they were now start advising girls to be patient with their fiancé. They should be patient with whosoever they are dating for 15 years, because they should look at the example. After all, this is Chioma that dated Davido for 15 years and they got married. So girls should be patient. I was like, social media, what is wrong with social media? I mean, this is what happened. A few weeks ago, I got into Facebook and I saw a lady crying, say, oh, I dated this guy for 10 years and he actually abandoned me and got married to another person. And people were shouting under the comment section. People were actually shouting under the comment section, 10 what? 10 what? They were like, oh my god, why did you have to wait for 10 years? Why did you have to do this? Why did you have to wait for 10 years? Oh, why were you in a relationship for 10 years? Why were you sitting and waiting, blah 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 blah, for 10 years? And today the same people, they are now coming on social media. The same people that were same people not to be in relationship for more than maybe 2 years or 1 year, since they are the one giving money for people to get married. They were advising people not to be in a relationship for more than 6 months. They are the same people that have come on social media. They are now advising people. Did you see Chioma? Chioma dated for 15 years, now got married. So they were advising, they are now advising girls should wait for 15 years. They should be patient. Whosoever they are dating, they should be patient. I'm like, oh my god. Guys, what works for one person might not work for you. Please just try to figure out what works for you and leave the rest to God, and just pray for God to see you through. Okay, because we have ladies who are humble, patient, respectful, helpful, hardworking, but man, they actually waited and nothing came out of it. I mean, nothing came out of it. It was just heartbreaks and disappointment. Yeah. So, and there are people who actually waited 10 years, 15 years, like in the case of Chioma, as everybody is saying, and this is the result. She actually got married to the person she waited. So you can't actually advise people. People don't have the same destiny. You can't be telling people, oh, because this is what worked for Chioma, wait. So the same set of people that were saying people should not wait, they are now still saying, social media is now still saying wait, because they have seen Chioma getting married after dating for 15 years. They are not even thinking like, oh, I mean, what works for Chioma might not work for you. You might wait for that. You might even wait for 3 years and they will not even allow you to wait for 5 years. 3 years, they have already done it. They have already gotten married to another person. And you were ready to wait. You were ready to wait. So please, what works for one person, it's not the same thing that is working for another person. So don't go and kill yourself. If you see that it's not going, you're seeing all the signs and symptoms not going, please allow it. Allow it. Do not force it because you want to be like Chioma, because Chioma waited, so you want to also wait. Your case might be that which you will use as an example. People will now start, you'll be like a reference point. People will now start saying, oh, look at this person, she waited and this is what happened. Look at this person, she did not wait, this is what happened. What am I trying to say? Just do what works for you and pray to God that it actually turns out to be a good one. Not because this person did this and it happened, because what works for her might not work for you. The second thing I want to talk about is humbleness. A lot of people shout, oh, Chioma is humble, she's this, she's that. It is good. It's actually a good thing to be humble. And they are now advising people, they are now advising girls, you have to be humble. I saw a post, the person was saying, you saw how Chioma got married, it's because of her humbleness. Chioma was humble, that's why Davido got married to her. He did not get married to the other lady, he now got married to her because she's humble. One thing I want to say is that, like I said, what works for one person might not work for another. But in this point of humbleness, I want us to go check the background. Check out the background. Background matters a lot. So most of the time, some of us that are not humble, it's not like we don't want to be humble. It's not like we don't want to be humble. It's the way our parents brought us up. Some brought us up to be proud. To be proud. Some brought us up to be abusive, insultive, arrogant, and so on and so forth. But some brought us up to be humble, like in the case of Chioma. So what am I trying to say? It's the background that actually matters. All right, it's the background that if a child grows up where they're speaking French, just know that that child will be speaking French. If it grows up where they're speaking English, that child will start speaking English. It will take some time for that child to actually move out, or maybe stay in another area to actually learn another language. All right, but if it's in that house, the child is in the house all through, whatever people are speaking, that is what the child will be speaking. That's why I'm saying that the background of Chioma matters. So when we are applauding her, oh, she's humble, I applaud her because, I mean, it's not what we see is what we are analyzing. So some people will say, oh, she might be humble, but when you get to know her, I mean, I'm not going to leave Cameroon to go to Nigeria to go and check out Chioma's life. What I see on the internet, or how I see her throwing herself, that's what I'm going to look at. First, like they used to say, first impression matters. So personally, I think she's humble. From what I see, she's humble. And I also applaud her parents. The background she's coming from, I want to say they did well. I'm not talking about her life or the way she live her life or the way she blah blah blah. No, I'm just the way she carry herself. You can see that humbleness. You can see that humbleness. I mean, she was smiling all through. She was smiling all through, happy. I mean, just when someone is coming to greet, you see, she's still trying to kneel down to greet. I mean, some of us, how managed that they are even coming to greet. So personally, I would say a hand of applause to the parents. They did a great job. Yes, because I could see the humbleness. I'm not looking at the money or whether she got married to this, she got married to that. I could just see a girl child being so humble. All right, being so humble. And I think, and you could, I mean, even her mother, the way I saw, when I saw the video, I saw her mother, just the way she carried herself. I mean, you could see the humbleness. You could see where her humbleness is coming from. So when we are actually, our parents actually did a great job. I would say that. Yeah, so what am I trying to say? When you see somebody being so humble, so arrogant, the background always matters. So we should always learn to bring up our children in such a way that when they go out there, people will be able, look at the way everybody was praising her. I mean, everybody was just so happy around her. I mean, smiling, people were praising her, oh, she's humble, and you could see her doing her thing, like, no stress. You could see that she wasn't faking anything, because some of us, of course, will fake it so that people appreciate us out there, but you could see it in her face that she was just so, it was flowing, the humbleness was flowing. So that was a great job. So guys, what do you think? Let me get your own comment at the comment section. What do you think about all of these things? Thank you so much. Do stay the comment at the comment section. Don't forget to like and share this video. We are going to coming up with interesting videos and things happening around the world. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.